Alright, guys. We are officially live on the channel here for a tornado risk today. Yep, we're live. Get this thing set up for the stream. And yeah. 1 second, guys. Take a minute. Alright, guys, 1 little second. You might hear some noises while we're taking this. I'm moving my laptop here. Alright. So, yeah. Alright, guys. I'm outside right now. Kind of funny. I'm on vacation, that's why. Because it's a nice day outside here. In Florida, actually. So, yeah, we're gonna be live. I'm just pulling up our chat for a minute. Hello, Yankee. Hello. So, yeah, we are officially live today on the channel here. We already have a tornado warning that I'm pretty sure just got issued. I'm trying to share this out so a lot of people can get the information that we are live streaming for today. I'm going to post it on Twitter, so 1 second, guys. Let's see. I'm posting it on YouTube, community tab, now I'm going to post it on Twitter. And then alright, so I just had to put that up on Twitter now. Let's see if it's sent. I'm gonna send it to my group chat now. Alright, guys. Here's your weather threads, dangerous, that. Okay, I just sent it. So, yeah, we are live today. It's only 50 there. Dang, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's 80 degrees where I am right now. So, it's pretty nice. We have a tornado warning that's actually in effect here. This is pretty close to Nashville, actually. It's just near Bakerville, New Johnsonville, and Waverly in Tennessee. If you're in those areas, you need to be taking shelter because we do have this tornado warning that is actively in effect here for this threat. It's kind of hard, like, you don't do that. Yeah. With a tornado warning that is in effect here. So if we look at the velocities, this is a pretty strong looking storm here. Decent rotation over the Eagle Creek region right now is what I am looking at. This is heading, if you're in Bakerville, Hurricane Mills, Water Valley, and Waverly in Tennessee, you need to be getting to your shelters immediately here. Just about now, you need to be taking shelter. Wait and see if more people will check out the stream. Okay, looks like it's working pretty well. No, not really much lag. Yeah. So we do have a tornado watch that is in effect today. Oh, a new tornado warning was actually issued. It's funny, right when I go live, all the warnings got issued. There was like no activity. That's why I wasn't live earlier. For Mississippi here, this is areas in Mississippi that are under this tornado watch that's in effect. Actually, if I do pull this up on Google here, sorry, this is your tornado. This is the severe weather outlook. Hold on a sec, I'll get to the watch. The tornado watch. This is the tornado watch, including Jackson, Mississippi for today. It's a high chance for tornadoes and a moderate chance for EF2 plus tornadoes. And the probabilities are high, 70% chance of 2 or more tornadoes and a 40% chance of 1 or more strong EF2 to EF5 tornado. A few tornadoes are likely with a couple intense tornadoes possible. So, see what can really happen today. Not really much has occurred today, but it does seem like it might be going up a little bit right now. So yeah, tornadoes are moderate. EF2 tornadoes are possible today. Severe 1 is moderate too. We have a 50% chance of 2 or more tornadoes and a 30% chance of 1 or more strong tornado in the tornado watch in North Mississippi and North Alabama into Central Tennessee here. I do agree that later in the day a new tornado watch will be put out. Yeah, they've already put out a mesoscale discussion that a new tornado watch will be issued by 20Z, including Birmingham, Alabama. It's a 95% chance of a tornado watch being issued for supercells moving into the area here. Shows scattered thunderstorms ongoing, additional warm sector storms, gradual intensification of lightning has been noted. Listing a slow increase in severe potential while storms have been slow to organize thus far. Persistent middle-level mesocyclones with a moist, unstable, and strongly sheared environment continues to suggest a possibility of tornadoes with supercell structures. Damaging winds may also become a threat of any clustered nature of this current storms. With the potential for supercells to persist and additional storms to develop within the strong, sheerly warm sector, a new tornado watch will be needed across parts of Alabama this afternoon. So yeah, that's what we're expecting. We're going to pull up Omega now, see if any new people are going to tune in the stream. Alright, yeah, we have 2 people watching right now. So if we do pull up this tornado warning that actually has been issued here. Speaking of this, a lot of our chasers are near Meridian right now. It seems like they're trying to head out of the region to get to some of these other storms ahead of this when they start to strengthen a little bit more. But we do have this tornado warning that was issued for if you're in Mize, Taylorsville, and Silverena in Mississippi. You need to be taking shelter because you do actively have a tornado warning. So it's expired in 60 minutes here. There's some capable of producing a tornado is located 7 miles northeast of Mount Olive, or 9 miles east of McGee, moving northeast at 20 miles per hour. It might not be a tornado on the ground, but you still need to take shelter here. That's why these National Weather Service issues the warnings, because they're seeing that there's rotation and there's potential for a tornado to be issued, for a tornado to touch down. This is for southern Smith County and central Mississippi here. Yeah, a part of this county, Smith County. Rotation, on the other hand, is fairly weak right now, so I did not see the potential that they needed to really make a tornado warning for this. I don't think there was really much need for a tornado warning, because I bet you a different cell probably has more rotation than this. Like this cell right here probably has a little bit more rotation, and even some cells down here are rotating a tiny bit, that we do need to be paying attention to. And then a severe thunderstorm warning just now got issued by the National Weather Service here. This does include Blue Mountain, Ripley, over towards Corinth, and Walnut Creek as a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible on it. So this is something we need to be paying attention to for 60 miles an hour wind gusts if you're in Ripley and Blue Mountain. I think this is north Mississippi, yep. I wouldn't be surprised. This one's rotating more than the tornado warning on it, so I would not be surprised if this one gets a tornado warning box on it soon, because this thing is already starting to rotate up a little bit more. So soon because this thing is already starting to. The background of the microphone is all just water noises. It's all water noises.
That's cool.
Bakerville, Waverly is under this tornado warning. In Tennessee here, there still is some rotation on it. It's not the strongest thing because the inbound winds are decently strong. Outbound winds are not very strong, but we'll be paying attention to this. Still not very strong rotation on it, but it is definitely rotating at the moment. Speaking of something I wanted to take note of is we still do have this winter weather threats that's ongoing. As it looks like the Chicago area could potentially be staying in mix in Chicago right now, so that's going to affect some of the winter weather snow that you see there. It depends on once it gets cool enough to support snow. But Milwaukee, Madison, those areas, they're getting dumped by snow at the moment. Especially into the Milwaukee region, they're getting a decent band of snow right now, and you can see that how it's heading through that band of snow across here, across these regions is your band of snow. And then another band of snow looks to be heading towards the Racine area and Kenosha, and then another band of snow across Watertown and Sheboygan in Wisconsin right now. Come on, man. Gotta get some more people on the stream.
It's a work day.
What?
It's a work day.
Yeah.
Right?
Alright. Okay. Just looking at something. And then more winter weather is expected across the Grand Rapids region as we have a heavy band. See if this is in the way of snow. Yes, it is in the way of snow. We have a heavy band of snow heading through Grand Rapids and Holland in Michigan right now, probably dumping some good 1-inch hour rates right now into the Grand Rapids region. It might show it looking as rain, but that's because I'm using reflectivity to get a better depiction of where the heaviest snowfall is setting up. So it looks like we have some very heavy snow setting up around Grand Rapids to Wyoming and Kentwood in Michigan. Then another band near Holland right now, and especially to the south of Holland, they're getting a big time band of snowfall in Greenville in Michigan right now. As that, I'm pretty sure if we use the loop, this is heading north to the northeast, and it's kind of training here. So this is going to dump a good few inches of snow over these next few hours, as additional snow accumulations looks to be about 3 to 5 inches for that region, as that does occur. And then we're going to probably see a new tornado watch get issued in the future. It's because if we do put this over to not general thunderstorm, middle scale discussions. We turn on middle scale discussion. There's a big middle scale discussion that's in effect for Birmingham and Tuscaloosa right now, with the potential threat for tornadoes, for a tornado watch to get issued across those regions. The only downside I'm seeing for this right now is because there's a ton of rain that might be taking up the threat a little bit across the south of Birmingham region right now. But I don't think that will harm it too much. And some of these storms have still been struggling, but we might see a change with that soon. Because remember, we still do have this big-time enhanced risk of severe storms. Today, another tornado warning was issued in that same spot I was predicting a tornado warning to be issued at. The significant risk for strong tornadoes does include all the areas where the tornado warning is in effect, because there is a sig chance for tornadoes across Birmingham, Montgomery, Jackson, into the Nashville regions where strong tornadoes are potentially possible across these regions for today here. So we check out this new tornado warning that was put out. This does include if you're in Corinth, in Ripley, Crow, Kossuth, over towards Walnut Creek and Theo and Glens, you need to be heading into your shelter here. This is probably the strongest velocity signature we have right now. We have very strong looking rotation just to the north of Ripley right now. Very tight couplets that we're seeing. I think the cap is kind of taking over a little bit into southern Mississippi, but it's not taking over as much, and we might have a tornado on the ground with this, as we have a small CC on this, so we might have a tornado on the ground. That would not be good. Yeah, we might have a tornado on the ground. So you really need to take shelter if you're in Ripley and Walnut Creek in northern Mississippi right now. It's hard to tell if there's a CC with this, but it's pretty notable right over the rotation. And this is a very tight couplet that we're seeing over Ripley here. I'm very concerned about this storm, especially into Corinth in the future, because that does seem to be a little bit of a bigger town than these areas are. But Ripley still is a small little town that's getting affected by this right now. And it's just barely to the north of Ripley, which is a good sign, but this is still really dangerous, because I think this is 100% a tornado on the ground. I mean, even though the National Weather Service hasn't confirmed it, and it's a radar indicator for central Chippewa County and Alcorn County, it has the potential to be having a tornado on the ground. Let's see if any updates on Twitter of anybody telling us that, ooh, there's a tornado. Still radar indicated. Not sure. I'm not going to say there's fully a tornado on the ground because of the fact that the National Weather Service hasn't confirmed it, but I feel like they should be confirming it. Oh, now we have a complete tornado on the ground. We have a tornado on the ground doing significant damage already north of Ripley. This is getting really concerning already. Strong, tight rotation coupled with your inbound and outbound winds. And then a very strong CC, which kind of detects that debris signature here. And dang, that's already concerning. Yeah, we have a tornado on the ground. Looks like the rotation's weakened on the last scan a little bit. But this is a strong CC already. So we have a tornado on the ground. Come on. Confirm it. Confirm it, National Weather Service. Tornado on the ground in North MS. Take shelter. I'm posting it on Twitter. Now, north of Ripley and for Corinth and Walnut Creek. I'm gonna paste in the live stream again. Alright, I just posted on Twitter saying this potential tornado threat that's ongoing. That we might have a tornado on the ground. Pretty sure we do. If we look at the updated scan here, looks like the rotation's weakened a tiny bit. Yeah, it's definitely weakened. There's still this rotation couple that I'm seeing, but it's weakened significantly in the last scan. But definitely that rotation that we've seen, and that's definitely not looking good. Let's see when this CC updates. I don't know. But yeah, dang. Big time tornado just happened. Another tornado warning was put out. Dude, tornado warnings left and right now. So it's starting to get a lot more serious as we have another tornado warning if you're in Savannah, Selmer, Rammer, and Bethel Springs here. Another strong, tight rotation couplet just to the north of Rammer right now. So you do need to be heading into your safe spots if you're in this region here. I don't think we have a tornado yet, but this is rotating already pretty significantly, and this is something where you really need to be taking your safety precautions. If we look at this other tornado warning in Silverena again, it's starting to rotate a tiny bit more, but it's still not really something I'm that concerned about right now. And we do not have a tornado with it too. And then for that northernmost tornado warning, kind of close to Jackson, Mississippi. I meant not Jackson, Mississippi. Nashville. That's not as concerning anymore, but still take shelter in Waverly and Hurricane Mills into Water Valley. Same thing if you're in southern Tennessee for Savannah and Selmer and Rammer, and then the tornado that we have observed on the ground in Corinth and Ripley. The National Weather Service now put an observed tag. A confirmed tornado is located over Ripley. And yeah, that is shown. Looks like the rotation has weakened pretty significantly, but it might be trying to recycle a little bit. So we're gonna watch this, but the CC is up, so I'm pretty sure this tornado is still on the ground at the moment here. So that's something we need to be paying attention to. All right. Alright, we're back, guys. I just had to do something for a second. Alright. So we still have this confirmed CC drop just to the north of Ripley right now. Cold. In the shade, you know, it's kind of cold in the shade. Oh!
Go sit on the sun right there.
Yeah. Not getting much viewers on the stream, not at all. It sucks. I don't know why. This algorithm. What?
Everything's at home.
What?
People are at work. Well, when you're on the weekend, right?
I always get more viewers. A lot of time I get more viewers when people are at work. Yeah, still that rotation couplet just is south of Walnut Creek. CC looks like it's been really wearing off. So this thing might have just lifted into the air. but it could be recycling as the rotation looks to be strengthening a little bit. And again, this other tornado warning we still have in Rammer and east view over towards Selmer and Savannah. In Tennessee here, you need to be taking shelter for those regions. In South Tennessee, there's still tornado warning in effect. The rotations are, it's decent, but looks like we don't have a tornado with it right now. We have this other severe thunderstorm warning that was put out for Winona in Mississippi and Kilmichale in Mississippi, and looks like this thing isn't rotating at all, which is always a good sign. Hello there. All right. No, you didn't miss much. Except for a tornado. We just now had a tornado, but I'm pretty sure it just lifted. You did not miss much. It looks like it's kind of starting to go up right now, and that cat might be trying to break. But this rotation near Water Valley and Hurricane Mills looks to have strengthened a tiny bit. So we'll be paying attention to that. And then this other observed tornado warning that I said was looked like it lifted. It still has a small CC that I'm noted, and this thing might have lifted or it might be recycling. But all we know is there was a definite tornado on this, because look at this view. If we put this over here, this was a tornado. Look at the further scans. This is when the tornado kind of first formed, and then this was when it kind of started to strengthen a little bit more. And then this is when it really started to strengthen, and then now it started to weaken up a little bit. I think this was its strongest point, was right just barely to the north of Ripley. In northern Ripley, northern town of Ripley, got hit pretty hard. Some of these little towns got hit by this tornado, which is not good. Luckily, I don't think it hit too much, because this isn't the most populated region in the world. But still that rotation right there, and we'll be really paying attention to this. So yeah, still some rotation on this, but it has weakened. Alright. So some rotation here, Selmer, Savannah, I'm saying. Something I want to view while some of these tornadoes have lifted, but we still have so many tornado warnings. That's why I've mainly been focusing on this. I wanted to do a little bit of looking in the future in this stream, but I've not really got a lot of time to do that because there's been just so many tornado warnings. But if we do put this into motion, I am predicting a potential severe weather event into the future. It's so far out, so just if you're ever talking to me, or when you're hearing this in the stream, don't be going all out on social media saying, severe weather outbreak expected. Don't be saying that, because it is far out, very far out. But I'm predicting a strong thing of moisture to come in. Some moisture to come in, and a big warm sector could form that's coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. And this is just, look at how high these dew points are getting. Up to Springfield, Illinois is getting 60-degree dew points, and strong dew points for St. Louis, Springfield, Little Rock, Memphis, Jackson. And I mean, it's still super far out is what I want to mean. You missed a confirmed tornado, Yankee. So, something you missed, definitely. This is just a big area where severe weather could potentially occur at. And that's definitely not good. That's why I am potentially concerned about that, because it's rare to see moisture that far north. But remember, not all the models are consistent with this, so this could completely change. But the GFS is already very consistent at this, so this is something we're paying attention to. That's why even though it's so far out and it's still 150 hours out, I'm paying attention to it because of the fact that this model is so consistent with this potential risk. And just look at how much these dew points are getting for this time of year. Look, that's some very strong dew points. And if we go to composite reflectivity, it basically shows where the storms could occur at. I would not trust this completely because this is going to 100% change. But it does show some showers, a line of showers and thunderstorms to form. Remember, this GFS model is since it's a model that goes very far out, it's not high resolution model. So looks like I think we got an extension on this tornado warning. I'm going to put this back to this. Man, we have a lot of tornado warnings right now. I think we have an extension of this tornado warning. Yep. So if you're in Bay Springs over towards Fuke, Kelowna, and Rose Hill in Mississippi, you need to be taking shelter. Rotation is very weak on this storm, but you still need to be taking shelter if it does strengthen. I don't even see the point of a tornado warning being on that storm, but I guess the National Weather Service, you do you. So, yeah, some rotation couplets down here too. We'll pay attention if these things decide they want to strengthen a little bit more. We'll be paying attention to that. And then for this tornado warning here that was observed, a confirmed tornado warning, it looks like it's failed to recycle and it's lifted completely, as I'm not seeing signs of a tornado anymore. We did have that tornado that went through, pretty decently sized CC occurred with this. But yeah, if Silver Springs, Collinstown, Crumtown, Kossuth, and Corinth especially, that decently sized town needs, in Farmington, in northern, very extreme north Mississippi, you need to be taking shelter right now because of a tornado warning. And then for the storm in New Lawton, Selmer, and Savannah, and Bucktown, in southern Tennessee, you need to be taking shelter. The rotation is not very strong on it, but you do still need to be taking shelter for this threat. It's funny how we have this tornado warning that's heading just really close. It's heading really close to being for Nashville. That's kind of concerning in my opinion. If you're in Dixon, Tennessee City, Water Valley, Oak Grove, Burns, and Charlotte, and White Bluff in central Tennessee, you need to be taking shelter because we have rotation on this. It's not very strong at the moment, which is always a good sign, but we will be paying attention to this thing as it could definitely start strengthening in rotation for this here. Funny how I think the algorithm's been really bad lately because my stream last night and this stream were probably the lowest viewed streams I've ever had in all of my streams ever. Yeah, lowest viewed stream ever.
You need it to be your location?
I don't know, but dang. I think the algorithm isn't great. Even like people like Ryan Hollyo, he has 26,000. That's kind of low for his average. His average, he gets to 50,000 sometimes, so I don't know. But rotation still for Bethpage and Water Valley, I'm paying attention to that there at the moment. Looks like we had a new Tornado Watch extension just got issued, so we're going to put this into we're going to check this out here now. We're going to go to the National Weather Service SBC Storm Prediction Center here. So, if we reload this, a new tornado watch was issued for Birmingham and the Tuscaloosa regions over towards Centerville. A few tornadoes are likely, and with a couple intense tornadoes are possible. This includes central and southwest Alabama and extreme southeast Mississippi under this tornado watch for today. This new tornado watch was issued. Probability of 2 more tornadoes are high 70%, and the probability of one or more strong tornado is moderate. 40% for this risk. And then we also had an update to the risk of severe. That's funny, dude. The line is so funny that it goes from a marginal to an enhanced risk right away. Marginal to an enhanced. So I just never seen that really that often before. A marginal straight to an enhanced risk. Kind of crazy. And then the 10% significant threat for tornadoes is across these regions, what I can see. Then a 50% chance of wind and a 50% chance of hail. But the reason the enhanced is up is for the 10% sig chance for tornadoes today. So if anybody has any questions, I will be sure to answer them here. We still have this dangerous severe weather event that is ongoing at the moment here, with just a lot of tornado warnings already in effect at the moment. And that's something I am paying attention to, obviously, right now. Something concerning is this storm heading for Nashville, in Dixon, White Bluff, and Tennessee City, and Charlotte, in central Tennessee right now, has a big-time strengthening in rotation, is what I'm really seeing right now. With your inbound winds and your outbound winds, that is a strengthening in rotation right here, which is something I am definitely concerned about. No CC with it, which is a good sign, but I'm really paying attention to this as a potential tornado could occur into the future there. And we do not want a tornado to occur if this thing is, it's far away from the city, very far away, but it's heading for there. I mean, it's not really far away, but it's definitely heading for there, so that's something we're going to be paying attention to here. And then for the still observed, I don't know why it's still observed, but this tornado warning still in Crow, Corinth, and Farmington. I don't think this thing is on the ground right now. We will be paying attention to this as it does have rotation right now. And people like Brad Arnold are actively live for this. He has 190 people watching. He's on this storm that is currently occurring. So that is his view of this. He has some definite cloud cover, and some strong cloud cover. With this tornado heading straight for him, so I think he's just waiting. He's in position right now to intercept this storm.
It needs to do it because it gets dicey after this with terrain.
It's 74 degrees there with a dew
Wrapping back
point of
around again.
63.
You got the RFD wrapping back around in it.
So, humidity is 69.5%. And then a tornado warning is in effect still for Savannah in Tennessee, southern Tennessee, and Crump. Rotation is really crumpled, just like that town of Crump. So really weak rotation now. So I'm not as concerned about that anymore as I was earlier. And then for this rotation, Bay Springs, this tornado warning, Rose Hill, and Fuke. Still take shelter, but rotation, I've just been saying this whole warning, has been extremely weak. Just exactly for the storm. I know people like Vince Welty, Brandon Kapic, and dude, Vince Welty's like right behind him. They're all chasing this storm on the same exact road, like right next to each other. And yeah, they're getting into some of that pretty heavy rain from the storm in Tumsuba. I'm paying attention, so I feel like they're trying to get further to the east so they can wait for some of these storms to kind of head for them and be in position for these storms when they're heading to the area as these storms start to strengthen up a little bit more. I'm gonna have my radar on this, and I might take a break for a few minutes, so I'll take about a 5-minute break. Maybe even 10 minutes, but yeah, so we're going to take a little break, but I will be keeping an eye on it if these storms really start to strengthen a little bit more. So I will be paying attention for you guys, but I'm going to take a little break because I have to do something. So yeah, we'll be taking a minute break. I'll have my radar not on the southern tornado warning, but on these 3 tornado warnings, and I'll have the radar loop. So people are paying attention for where their tornado warnings are at. Then I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. Looks like one of those tornado warnings did get unissued, and I get it why, because of these, just because of the fact that the rotation really weakened on the storm. So have the radar in motion of these storms in. If it really starts to get really crazy, then I'll come back, but I'm going to take a little break here. If that is okay with you guys, I'm going to mute my mic.